What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be talking about the top 10 small forwards in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. So lads, we're only going to be looking at primary small forwards. So if you guys are looking for guys that are at the 2-guard position, that will be on my video from yesterday. If you're looking for guys that are primary power forwards, that will be the video tomorrow. Yeah, that's kind of the way it's working. It's one a day for the rest of the season, or not the rest of the season, for the rest of the month. And we're back on the 1st of October to just normal tier lists. Well, 2nd of October because 1st of October is a Friday. But yeah, anyway, these are only going to be primary power forward or small forwards right here. And some honorable mentions. TJ Warren, if you have TJ Warren's release down, he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant if you have his release down. Problem is that I don't. And normally people don't seem to have his release down. Like, I've been playing against this guy a few times. I have not yet played against anyone who has TJ Warren that actually shoots the ball well with him. But his stats and badges are actually very, very solid. It's just, I don't like him, and I don't know anyone who does like him. Other guys honorable mentions, Kelly Tripucka is a fairly good player. Gerald Wallace, I haven't used enough of him, honestly. I think maybe you could argue him top 10, but he's just a worse version of a guy we'll see later on the list. Steven Jackson was very, very close to making it. Like, Steven Jackson's a beast. Again, 81 speed, one of the best releases in the game. If he had a little bit better lateral quickness, and he's 6'8", like, I would have him in a top 10. But this guy is definitely very close. Another very close player is Sean Elliott. Sean Elliott is probably, I reckon he's probably number 11 on the list. He doesn't have the greatest lateral, but he's basically every badge you need on silver. A brilliant release, and he's 6'8" with good defense. He's fantastic. And there's a few that some people might have. Like, some people like Chuck Person. Caris LeVert, I know some people really like Caris LeVert. I'm not that high on him. Tim Hardaway Jr. is a player that I'm specifically very high on. He definitely is way faster than these stats suggest, but I still think putting him on the top 10 would be a little bit tough to do. And then if we're looking at lower tiers, there are some good players. Obviously, Duncan Robinson's not this tier, but Anthony Edwards is not too bad. And another honorable mention that I'm not going to talk about because I accidentally put him on the gold list, because I didn't, or on the shooting guard list, because I didn't want to scroll all the way down. I was like, because normally the way I pick it is I scroll by position. Because I didn't want to scroll all the way, I was just being lazy. I was like, oh, screw it, I'll just throw in Kispert into the 2 guards. I did not realize that Corey Kispert is in fact a 74 overall small forward. Corey Kispert would be in that honorable mentions tier as well. So anyway, we are now 3 minutes in. Now let's get on to the players. At number 10, Allen Houston. So this guy right here is not bad at all. So he comes with half difficult shots, rhythm shooter, slippery off-ball, volume shooter. Like, are they terrible badges to have on Huff? No. But like, of the shooting badges, outside of Fade Ace, they are probably the least important badges to get. Again, I don't even know what rhythm shooter does. As far as I'm aware, no one uses that in like Pro-Am or anything. But sniper on gold's a really good badge. Catch and shoot on gold's good. Only bronze chef, no limitless spot up. And I get it, limitless spot up doesn't do anything right now, but there's almost, with the way Mike Wang's talking about tweaking that badge, I would be 99% sure a limitless spot up will do something eventually. He's got silver looking number 7, silver but upgradeable mismatch expert. He's got blinders on bronze as well, which doesn't do anything really. On next gen, it's good on current. But 79 lateral quickness is okay, is only okay. He can get clamps, thankfully. He can get some of these badges. So he's a decent defender. His dribbling, though, is not great. Like, again, the Pro 2 behind the back. Ray Allen bases chicken. That's just a huge thing. If he had Ray Allen quick, I mean, I'd be a lot higher in this guy. But there's just something about his Ray Allen that I just can't agree with. I've used his Sapphire. I can't take a shot with him. Like, 85 speed's really good. His dunk is okay. His shooting's good. Like, he's fine. He's just basically, in my opinion, just slightly worse than Dale Ellis. I think he's just slightly worse than Dale Ellis. And maybe it's because it's just biased because he's like 1400 collector level reward, but I'm putting Julius Erving ahead of him. 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. Dr. J's 76 3 ball, but again, with that base, he's going to green a lot. Not the greatest behind the back either, but he's got 84 lateral, 85 driving dunk. He can hold every defensive badge that you kind of need except for pick dodger. Actually, no, pickpocket's pretty good one as well. But he can hold most defensive badges. 90 speed is really good. Again, a really good driving dunk. In terms of animations, he always gets some of the best dunking animations. And with his like absolutely money jump shot, he was the player of choice for a lot of people. I know there's a lot of guys that have come in since then. He really was the like week 1 player of choice. And I was like, oh, when I did enter that one players lounge tournament, I was like, okay, there are a bunch of people, most people were running Julius Erving. But then I did realize that like most people were using Irving, but that was like before Kawhi Leonard came out. It was the night before Kawhi came out. And once Kawhi came out, it was like, yeah, it was a GG's there. But yeah, so Julius Erving right here, I'm gonna say he's number 9. He is number 9 in this list. Number 8, I got Dale Ellis. I mean, Dale Ellis versus what's his name's preference versus Allen Houston's preference. In terms of total stats, I think Allen Houston might be slightly better. No, Dale Ellis is slightly better. In terms of badges, yeah, Dale Ellis only has 2 Hall of Fame badges, but catch and shoot and corner specials are better than any Hall of Fame badges that Allen Houston has. 93 3-ball versus 88. I get it, does not make the biggest difference in the world, but at the same time, like Dale Ellis 3-ball basically goes to 99 with a floor general point guard and a decent coach. 89 shot mid. You've got actually half decent post moves even on him. Can't get post spin technician though, but he can still get some decent badges. He gets lucky number 7 on silver. Goal mismatch expert, which doesn't really matter for a 2-guard unless you switch onto a center. Clutch shooter, gold. Difficult shots, gold. Defensively, he can't get clamps, but again, he can get pretty much every other defensive badge that you need. So for me, I think that with the profile behind the back with a much better upper, like Kobe upper is a lot better than Clay upper in my opinion, and shifty dribble style, I'm putting Dale Ellis ahead. Dale Ellis is, and hot zones wise, is he better? Well, they're the exact same. They're pretty much the same hot zone wise. But I'm giving Dale Ellis a slight edge over Houston. At number 7, we got Gus Gerard. And you might be saying, why do I have Gus Gerard over Dale Ellis? Again, it's preference. It is preference. Gus Gerard does... Dale Ellis does one specific thing better than every other 2-guard in the game. Or small forward in the game. Or even 2-guard. He's the best... I would say best shooter, but Kispert's the best shooter. He's better. He's a way better card than Kispert. He's the second best shooter in the game. But the best shooter is a gold that you really shouldn't be using. So, Dale Ellis does one specific thing well. Gus is like a jack-of-all-trades player. 6'8", 6'10 wingspan. He's got silver clamps. He can guard ball. He's got an 82 steal, 85 lateral quickness. He comes with ball stripper on silver, pickpocket on bronze, pogo stick. He comes with silver interceptor. Comes with quick first step as well. He's got a good post hook and fadeaway. Got 81 3-ball, and with base 17, he's going to hit a lot of them. Not the greatest dribble sigs, I will say that. Fundamental dribble style is not terrible either. It's not slasher. Slasher's the worst. Any dribble style other than slasher, like even base isn't that bad. Just as long as you do not see slasher there, like you cannot create with slasher dribble style. It slows down the player. Like quick shifty are the best, or a lot of point guards individual dribble styles are good. But if you see slasher, fundamental's fine. But again, he gets a lot of good shooting badges. He just does more well than Dale Ellis, so I'm just going to put him one spot ahead. And then I personally believe slightly better than Gus Gerard in at number 6 is Darius Miles. So Darius Miles, 85 speed, 85 3-ball. Like he shoots the ball better than Gus Gerard. Darius Miles. I think Brook Lopez based one of the easiest releases in the game to green. Miles has got a good behind the back. He's got fundamental dribble style as well. 82 laterals, very good for him. He's got a good steal, good block rating. And again, he's an 2-inch longer wingspan, and he's an inch taller. Yeah, he doesn't get any playmaking badges, but he can get every badge in the game. So I think he can get like 4 badges as far as I'm aware on Rubies. So you can literally give him whatever badges he needs. I accidentally gave him clamps, but that's fine. I just put him on ball now. But he comes with some great defensive badges. Silver interceptor with that wingspan. And Darius Miles, for me, his dunk animations are ridiculous. They are ridiculous. For me, Darius Miles, he deserves, in my opinion, to be top 6 on this list. And again, if you want to argue that Dale Ellis or Houston or even Dr. J are better because they do specific things better, that's fine. Darius Miles is a jack-of-all-trades player. He does everything well. If you want to use him as a cone, he does that well. If you want to play him at the power forward, you can give him a couple of badges, play him there. He shoots really well. Again, he got a bunch of great shooting badges. If you want to use him as a primary ball handler, he's fast enough to do that. Like, he can play any role. He's not going to be as good a shooter as Ellis. He's not going to be as good a defender as Julius Erving, but he does more than those guys. So he's a couple of spots ahead. But again, a lot of it's early game. A lot of these are interchangeable. At number 5, we got ML Carr, the best defensive player in the game. 6'6", 6'9" wingspan, 75 3-pointer, 86 speed, 86 acceleration, 77 strength, 90 vertical. He's also got 95 lateral, 95 steal with half pickpocket. Dude gets gold clamps as well, gold hustler, gold interceptor, gold intimidator, gold pick dodger. Does he get ball stripper? I'm going to give him ball stripper so that he ever gets mismatch. If someone ever tries to take me in the post, I can just spam. I'm just going to get him gold ball stripper. It's a good ball handle, 84 speed with ball. He gets the Scotty behind the back, which is not terrible. Gets base 75 on quick. Problem is slasher dribble style. Like, slasher dribble style stops him really from being able to, like, do much with the ball. But I mean, still, the guy will run the break, will dunk on the break. He's not going to create. He's going to be the best defensive player in the game. And he has a 75 3 ball. I get it. He's got no shooting badges. I've played against this guy enough times playing TTO to know that if he's open, he's greening. Base 75 is one of the easiest releases in the game on quick. 75 on normal, I think, is a little bit rough sometimes with Siakam and McDaniels. But base 75 on quick. I was testing it out before. I was like, do I want to sweat to get this guy? So I was shooting around with Brandon Ingram with a 72 3-pointer. I bought this card and he greened everything. He greened everything. So I was like, okay, this guy's going to be insane because he's an unbelievably good jumper combined with the best defense in the game. Definitely number 5. And number 4, we got Glenn. Glenn is like the number 1 of the Darius Miles, Gus Gerard, the guys that do everything. So Glenn, 85 speed, 85 acceleration, 83 3-ball, brilliant release in base 29. He's got fundamental dribble style, which is fine. Not the greatest dribble sigs. He's got set shooter, volume shooter. Becomes a goal catch and shoot, goal corner specialist, goal difficult shots, goal green machine, hot zone hunter. He's got a goal bailout, half off ball pass, which is a good badge to have. Can't get clamps, but he can get hustler, interceptor, intimidator. So you can get a lot of these good defensive badges. A decent rebounder. In my opinion, better to play at the 3 than the 4. Really good lateral quickness, good post game. He gets gold post spin technician. Gets 80, like a good 3-ball, good mid range. He does everything well. He does absolutely everything well. He's not exceptional at one thing. I mean, shooting from the corners, the dude's not going to miss a base 29. But, like, he doesn't, like, he's not an outstanding player. You're not going to be able to run, like, shooting plays for him. Like I run for a lot of guys. You're not going to be able to use him. Like, he's not going to shoot the ball with a hand kind of in his face. Green 30% contest like he's Dale Ellis from deep. But at the same time, he's going to do everything at an elite rate. And you better believe I'm getting back grinding draft because it's the most it is the most profitable game mode. Then we got LeBron James. So LeBron James at number 3, 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 85 lateral quickness. Good enough post game. Can get an upgrade. This badge can be upgraded so he can get the post spin. Does he have Dream Shake? He doesn't, but he can get Dream Shake. These two badges combo together are unbelievable. He comes with silver clamps, half chase and half dimer. Again, LeBron James dribble style is not good. His signature size up is horrific. But he's got a really good release. You're not going to use him on ball. But actually playing him as a small forward, or heck, he's maybe the best power forward in the game. Like, I've used Larry Bird, and I love that Larry Bird card. I think LeBron's better. Like, Larry Bird might be number 1 on my power forward list. But, like, I actually think that LeBron James is a better card. I don't necessarily think that he's, like, a better shooter. And I think if you just need a shooter to power forward, Larry's better. But I genuinely think LeBron James is the better card. Yeah, his steal and his block rating are low. But he's got the badges to make up for both of them. Again, half chase down artist. He's got the badges for that. His ball handling is good. he gets the Kawhi behind the back this year, which is so much better than the Pro 2 that he used to get. And yeah, as long as you're not trying to literally create with this guy like he's a 3 hunter, he's unbelievable. At number 2, Kawhi Leonard. So Kawhi is just better MLK. So you might think, okay, MLK's got way better defensive stats. The difference is that Kawhi still retains the good dunk. His speed's a little bit lower. Kawhi gets the Kawhi Leonard defensive animations, which are crazy. And yeah, he only gets goal, pickpocket and stuff, but Kawhi's still that little bit better on defense. I'm not gonna say he's much better, but like the longer wingspan and the Kawhi defense stance means he's a little better. But where Kawhi excels, the fact that dude's got Ray Allen base, his behind the back, which is really good. And as well as that, he's got sniper on silver. He's got catch and shoot on silver. He's got set shooter against we've wide open. He's not going to miss. Lucky number 7 on bronze, which is pretty good. Yeah, he can't get any extra shooting badges, but that doesn't really matter. It's every defensive badge that matters, at least on silver. Like even Hustler on silver. So Kawhi has got everything. He's got absolutely everything. So he is coming in here at number 2. And at number 1, Danny Granger. Danny Granger. I just think he's the best. Like, he's 6'9" with a 7'1" wingspan. I probably would run him at power forward. His rebounding is solid. His ball handle's not the greatest. But for me, he's just significantly better Glenn Robinson. Like, again, both of these guys have that base 29, which is really, really good. I just really like this Granger. Maybe it's only because I used him once. I used him once on an account and thought he was just unbelievable. Maybe time has gone on and he's no longer the best, but his 86 speed is really good. His 91 3 ball is incredible. Good dunk, good post game, has almost every badge you need, and even the badges that that he doesn't have, you can give him Chef if you want. You can give him Lucky number 7. You can give him Quick First Step. You can give him Clamps. Is he much better? Is he better on defense than Kawhi? No. Is he better at like being a kind of like rim runner, fast-paced player like LeBron? No. Is he an all-around beast that does everything quite well as Glenn Robinson? I'm still going to say no, because he's not quite as good in defense. But is he enough better on offense than Glenn that I'm putting him one spot ahead? That's where I'm going to say it. You don't have to agree with me, but I'm putting him there. Honestly, this is one of those lists where you could argue Houston number 1. You could argue Granger number 10. You can argue these outside of, in my opinion, things like Darius Miles over Glenn, which is just objectively wrong, or Kawhi over ML Carr. Actually, you know what? If you prefer ML Carr's release, you might prefer ML Carr to Kawhi and Huff Pickpocket. I think Dale Ellis is better than Houston, but like, unless there's like specific comparisons where one is better than the other, you can argue any of these over any other ones. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And number 10, Houston. Number 9, Dr. J. Number 8, Dale Ellis. Number 7, Gus Gerard. Number 6, Darius Miles. Number 5, ML Carr. Number 4, Glenn Robinson. Number 3, LeBron James. Number 2, Kawhi Leonard. And number 1, we got Danny Granger. So yeah, that is it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.